Oh, you motherfucker. All right. Welcome back for minute 77. My name is Brian.
And my name is Christian.
And this is the podcast takes the longest running, most suave, smooth, debonair spy franchise that around and shakes it out 1 minute at a time, never stirred, because this is Bond.
Minute Bond.
And Christian, the last thing you said when you were watching the minute was, ugh, I hate being wrong. So what were you wrong about?
Quarrel dies.
First
he
off,
gets burned alive.
all right, I'll save my criticism of all right. What happened in this minute? I have light criticism, but I have some notes.
Well, it took them a couple, like way too many shots to take out these lights. I guess, I mean, it is dark out, but I feel like they definitely wasted a lot of bullets. But they eventually took, I think it was Quarrel that took one,
Bond.
the left one out, right?
I think it was technically Bond.
Yeah.
But Bond missed a lot.
Yeah, he did. And then Honey comes back and he's like, I told you to stay back. And Quarrel is just, he keeps shooting at him and until he gets too close. I mean, he could have gone out of the way. The tank is slow, you know.
For some reason, they're not shooting back, even though the guy who comes out the top has a gun.
Yeah, well, he was inside the tank the whole time.
Yeah,
he only comes out at the end.
I don't know. He pops out after killing one person and not knowing if there's more bullets from the other person or the other two people. So he clearly has confidence that he won't get shot, especially after seeing how shitty of a shot Bond is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they could have shot through the slit in the front. I don't know. Quarrel's supposed to be able to shoot the driver from where he is.
Yeah,
so the driver could have shot back. And there's two of them. So, yeah.
I don't know, man.
That wasn't my criticism. My criticism was we figured out that it was just a bad camera angle that confused things.
Mm-hmm.
It was looking them dead straight down the barrel, so to speak. But also, Bond telling Quarrel to go closer, there's no strategy. There's no flanking. It's more like, well, you'll get hit first. So
I didn't hear Bond tell him to get closer.
Well, he said, I'll take out the lights and you take out the driver. And then when Quarrel stopped next to him, he kind of looked at him like, go.
You mean the previous minute.
Yeah, it was kind of like a general of an army being like, no, I want some troops in front of me so they can catch the bullets.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, I expected Quarrel to try to flank the thing and get closer.
Come by its side or something. I mean, I feel like he could have easily outmaneuvered the fucking tank. Like, as long as you're not directly in front of it, you should be okay, right? I don't know.
Or just walk backwards as it approaches. But, Quarrel dies, so it was an impactful minute, and they get captured, so double impactful. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bond finally shot one of the lights out, and Quarrel's, of course, freaking out. But also, if you're trying to be a dragon, why are you going to say stay where you are before you even start shooting the fire? I didn't even think of that. How are you going to speak English?
Yeah.
You know, or speak any language and say anything. You just go, you get a megaphone, you go, like you went through like Derek is like, I painted the teeth and everything and like added that flamethrower, and you're just going to say, stay right there. Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
You know, it cuts all my hard work. But yeah, I think they made Honey go up to Bond partially just to justify maybe Bond not hitting both of the lights out. Because if both the lights out, then they would have had more of an advantage to be able to sneak around maybe and get to them. But yeah, it's weird. Like Bond could just start running. Well, the guy comes out with another machine gun, so I guess this is important to get them in Dr. No's grasps.
Yeah.
But also, why? Now I'm really curious what the whole skull and crossbones danger is of going into that area. But we saw that the two people in the tank at least had hazmat suits on.
Yeah, that's true.
There is something.
Yep, you're right.
Oh. But did you see at 58 seconds, well, also earlier at 47 seconds, there around the lights, there are painted eyes.
Yeah, I did see that.
Maybe if we get I've been trying to get a better look, but maybe there are some fake, no, there's no fake wings. I guess if you look at 39 seconds when Coral gets burned to a crisp, it kind of looks like there's folded wings-ish, near the back of the... Do you see what I'm trying to see? It just goes up in the back like a spoiler of a car, and it's kind of vaguely wing-shaped, kind of like the old Batmobiles were vaguely wing-shaped.
I guess. You're right. But still, there's no dragon that speaks English, and it moves very slow. It doesn't fly.
Yeah, and speaks English.
Yeah, exactly. So...
I do have one more curious thing, which is we see very clearly when Coral gets burned alive in that same second, the flamethrower only comes out of the dragon's right nostril.
Really? You mean because...
Go to 39 seconds. There's two nostrils.
Is there?
Also, they wasted so much fuel or flamethrower fuel being too far away from the people.
Yes, way too much.
I mean, it's for effect, so it can be justified, but also, why not just have two flamethrowers?
Yeah. It's not in the budget.
Cross or something? Yeah, well.
That's the end of our friend Coral.
All right, so now I can say...
R.I.P. Coral, you will be missed. So I wish I had a red stripe to drink for you.
We will toast when we record the next 10 minutes when we're in the same place and bring a red stripe. But apparently Coral is a repeat character in the novels, and this is the 6th novel where I'm just going to guess he dies in the novel. Let's just guess that. I don't know for sure. But they say that later on when they do earlier books, when Coral's supposed to show up in those, they have a Coral Jr. So that's how they justify it. Like in the books, it's all Coral, maybe as a kid and then older or something like that.
Yeah.
So when they go and film the books that came before this story, they just make that Coral his son, which I haven't seen those films. So I thought that was a clever fix. I didn't guess that it meant Coral dies in this movie. I just guessed that they had a younger version, so they had to justify it. But
it's interesting that they bring back his son later on or something.
Well, it's because I don't know which book it is, but in the books, this is the 6th one. Dr. No is the 6th one, and Coral showed up earlier. So,
okay, that makes sense.
Since they filmed the books out of order, they had to justify, why is Coral alive?
Okay.
Spoilers, he's not. It's his little boy. Well, he died. Bond treated him like an equal just before he died. Although technically Bond never actually took watch. So
yeah, and I don't think he treated him the best. I mean, having him bring his shoes and things like that. He wasn't his fucking servant.
Yeah, there's little things.
He was just a guy helping him out because he was being nice. He didn't have to. Bond wasn't paying him. Yeah,
Coral didn't even want to come. I mean, man, Bond. Why is Coral on the island? I don't know. Like, technically, they should have just had some radios, and Bond and Leiter should have gone onto the island. And Coral should have been like, all right, I'm dropping you off here, and you radio me, and I'll be back later.
Yeah.
Or, if you win, just hijack somebody's boat.
Yeah. I mean, was supposed to be just Bond on a mission, not... Coral's sole purpose was to take Bond to Crab Key, and that was it. Yeah.
Get him in, and get him out. Of course, he's going to be hanging around.
He's a fisherman. Like, he's not... He doesn't usually yield a gun and do these things. Like, what the fuck is he bringing him along for other than to be his pawn?
Or to be his... this isn't a perfect metaphor, but to be his Obi-Wan, who dies on the Death Star to raise the stakes.
All right.
I mean, yeah. Like, someone dies to show that there's a threat, and oh shit. And of course, at the time, there weren't really like sequel movies and stuff, so maybe people think that Bond could actually die, and maybe Honey Rider could die. But yeah, That was it for minute 76. They're captured, or they're about to be successfully captured. And if you want to follow these minutes, go over to Instagram at BondMinuteBond. And if you want to make us eat more cereal with Red Stripe as our milk, rating or review on Apple Podcasts. If you leave a review, leave your Instagram handle because we'll do a giveaway in the future. That'll be the easiest way to find you.
And for the record, I think this is minute 77.
Is it?
I think so. But I could be wrong. Either way, my name is Christian.
I checked. You are correct. 77.
Cool.
All right. What's your name, sir?
My name is Christian.
My name is I almost said Bond. Brian.
And that was money.
Every penny of it.
Irish Bond.
Yo, I am Irish.